Louisiana beer reviews. Shock Top Pumpkin Wheat. Well, Shock Top was introduced in 2005 to compete with Blue Moon. It is now its own line of beer, but originally it was Michelob Shock Top. And it has a Michelob style bottle, but I noticed that the cut is a little different. It's not as sharp, so they might be slowly changing it to a regular bottle and hoping people don't notice. I don't suppose too many people would care. This is the pumpkin wheat. It was $8 for the 6-pack. It's a fall beer. 5.1% alcohol. They're saying 5.2 on the website, but and then Anheuser-Busch will have a disclaimer on another website they have called Tap Into Your Beer, where they say the ABV will vary slightly. They have changed the label, but it always has a little fruit man, Shock Top, whether it's an orange or a lemon, in this case a pumpkin. And they used to have the guy with sunglasses. Now it's just the sunglass shape cut out into his head, the little man. Let me tell you about a man I knew. Okay, Belgian-style wheat ale brewed with pumpkin and spices. Beer advocates saying it's okay. The bros say it's okay, so they're saying a C. Rate Beer is saying a 20 out of 100. 24 out of 100 for the style, so not positive. Twist cap. Lots of smoke here at 3 o'clock p.m. They said pour down the side of the glass, so screw that up. That won't matter, but the main focus is to swish the bottom contents, and there's a lot of cake sediment down there. So they had it for $8. It was originally $8.99. I had wanted to buy singles for the last few years. This beer came out in 2011, and I never could find singles, so when I was at Winn-Dixie yesterday in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, and I saw it for $8, I said, I'll buy it. So, a mostly clear orange or copper appearance, frothy off-white head. It's gonna cloud up. It'll be a gray type cloud. These wheat beers always have that when you swish and pour. Spices, pepperiness, nutmeg, ginger, pumpkin pulp, maybe a little candle wax, spice candle, reminiscent of the Shipyard pumpkin head, but not as strong as that. It's spiced, but it's not heavily spiced. There's a pretty good amount of focus on pumpkin, similar to Buffalo Bill's pumpkin beer, but the overall flavor is just beer, like standard wheat. Not so much wheat beer, because the Hefeweizens, you'll get the coriander and banana, nothing like that, but white wheat bread. So this is a pumpkin beer with the main focus on the beer flavor, not so much the pumpkin or the spices, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Some of those pumpkin beers are so overly spiced, it gets a little hard to take. And I could live without all that. I think this is going to be a little tough to loosen. It does have the date, guys. It says it was made on the 239th day of 2015. Okay. Yeah, it's still caked. So, guess is it bottle condition? Is it a real ale? A living ale? I don't know. 5.1 is pretty you know, mellow. 1 tick above Budweiser. 5.2 on the website, you know, 2 ticks. More of that black, more of that white pepper and that candle wax. Spice candle. Yeah, cloud it up. You see that? It's murky now. Head's taking on a little more orange tinge. I wouldn't say the flavor really changed. It maybe is a little bolder. The mouth feels medium to heavy. It's kind of a full-bodied, soft beer, very soft in the mouth. Bready. It finishes on the dry side. Not a whole lot of lacing, a little splotchy lacing, a little bit. Not. I want to focus on little. I can see about okay. I can go along with okay, although I would give it a B+. I think it's a very good pumpkin beer, and I don't really care for flavored beers personally, but I've had enough of them to kind of compare. 20 out of 100, 24 out of 100 for the style on rate beer. I don't get that. That seems considerably too low. It's much lower than you would expect it should be. If you like the flavor of beer, and the bitterness is rather low also. A beer-focused pumpkin beer. And then you might be saying, yeah, but why not just get a regular beer instead of a pumpkin beer? There's a good point to that, but this does have some of those fall beer characteristics. So it's a very good beer. I wouldn't go into excellent. I'm glad I tried it. I wouldn't be running out to get it again. But Laissez Le Bon Temps Roulé, I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.